9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The sophisticated, smooth operator.
Unless you forget your manners.
Podcaster extraordinaire.
We are the Grizzly.
We don't play games, we don't sugarcoat. If you can't take it, you shouldn't have never walked through the door. Grizzly maulings take place weekly. And as long as you keep it sophisticated, you won't be the next victim.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sophisticated Grizzly Ravens Talk Night. We are talking about them goddamn Ravens tonight. Why are we talking about the Ravens? Because we all saw what happened that last game. We saw what happened the first game of the season. We watched what happened against Detroit. I think we only beat Cleveland, which, shout out to Cleveland. I'm not going to trash them people. You know what I mean? Because that's a loyal fan base. That's a hell of a loyal fan base. So I'm not going to sit up here and trash the Browns. I'm not a fan of the team, but I'm not going to trash them because, damn it, they playing hard this year too. So, we got to give them some love. But, man, what is – everybody hurt. Everybody, the whole damn team. Whole team's hurt. Every starter, with a main starter, like – our whole defensive front is a wash. Everybody is out. Matabike is on IR. Broderick Washington is on IR. Let's see. Right now, I believe what's his name? Van Noy is still out with a high ankle sprain. Wiggins just got hurt. Humphrey's hurt. We playing with Band-Aids, duct tape, and prayers. And we need to figure out what to do. And so let's start. What y'all want to start on the offensive side of the ball or the defensive side of the ball?
Offense, that won't take as much time.
Right. All right. So Lamar is not playing this weekend. So we have Cooper Rush. Now, the first question I want to ask is, I don't want to get into the, should we get rid of Harbaugh? Shit, well, it's not going to happen. Everybody getting rid of him. He's going to be here at least till the end of the year. So, should Harbaugh be vetoed about who he has on the offensive line? Should DeCosta or the owner of the team step in and force Harbaugh to make changes on the offensive line? Now, I know you don't want to do that to your coach, but if anybody knows anything about John Harbaugh, he does a lot of personal stupid shit. And he puts people in the doghouse for no fucking reason because he can. And it'd be the best player on the damn team. Well, one of the best players on the team. But go ahead, brother. What was you going to say?
Well, this is what you always have to remember. Eric DeCosta put this roster together. So He does have some say in who's going to suit up and who's going to play because he is John Harbaugh's boss.
Right. That's true.
Now, thing is, the only player that I haven't seen that everybody wants to see is Keaton Mitchell. And with a backup quarterback who was actually one of the better backups, 9-5 professional record when he was with Dallas.
Yeah.
Cooper can win. But you know how Cooper can win? If we run a goddamn ball.
Exactly.
We got to run the ball
Mm-hmm.
If Derrick Henry has under 25 carries, fuck it. We not winning.
We ain't winning. No.
The whole idea is that Derrick Henry has a record, I think it's like of 29-2 when he rushes more than 25 times.
Right. We
And
got
it's
it.
like
We got to give him the ball.
39 losses and 3 wins when he rushes under 25 times.
Yeah. And so basically, run. Give Derek ball.
Right.
Give Derek ball. But here's the problem.
Tired, put Keaton in,
Mm-hmm.
and then another thing. Stop bringing Hill in just for pass plays or for screens.
You see, he can run. You saw what he did.
They know it's coming.
Right. And it's the predictable shit first of all.
And when they gave him the ball just as a running back, what happened? He
71 yards.
Because they weren't expecting it.
Right. And so for me, it's like you gotta. I believe, and I don't know, for sure, but I believe the offensive coordinator is trying to compensate for the offensive line that Harbaugh refuses to switch up, because personnel decisions are the head coach's decisions. He decides who comes on the damn field, and the coordinators work with the people that he puts on the field. And so I'm going to say the name because I believe that Harbaugh is ruining this young brother's career. Ben Cleveland should have been in the lineup. There is no way in hell if you watched Daniel Falele, and I'm not talking bad about the young brother because he obviously has talent because he's wearing a NFL uniform. So I'm not going to say he has no talent. He is not a guard. He doesn't have the foot speed, the agility, athleticism, or quickness to play guard.
But he didn't grade that bad in Pro Football Focus for the last 3 games. Like if you go to Pro Football Focus and look at his grades, graded pretty well, and especially on the run.
Did you watch the game though? Because we all watched the game.
But
he got bull rushed. He got pushed into the quarterback's pocket because he never sets his feet.
But
he's too slow.
But do you know why that happens? Because Stanley was out and they didn't have to double team. So they could just bull rush him because he was trying to help out the other left guard.
That's the thing, but that's the thing, bro. He's on the right.
Job, and that wasn't
he's on the right side.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. And here's the problem. If they brought this guy in to back up Stanley, no, he's not Stanley, but you're also not an offensive tackle. Do your job. Right. Your job is right guard. You are on the other side of Rosengarten. Your job is that region over there. Now on the other side, there's Stanley and whoever's backing him up, and then there is what's the name of the offensive lineman that's next to Stan? Number 72. I can't think of his name right now. But let me see.
You got Linderbaum?
That's the center.
No, not Rosengarten.
No, Rosengarten is the tackle. So Rosengarten is number 70. Number 72 is our left guard, because Danny Falele is our right guard. But still with Falele, bro, his foot speed and his plant, he's not fast. Like when you playing guard, playing guard is different from playing tackle. You got to have a nice hip bend at a tackle. To be able to catch them rushers coming from the outside, being able to place your foot in the right position, all that type of stuff. Well, you're playing guard, you're so much closer to the defensive tackles and linebackers who could possibly be blitzing. So you have to almost immediately, especially when you're pass blocking, you have at least a 1 or 2 step to get back in your stance, lock your foot, lock your hips, get your hands up, ready to punch.
But check this out, because I go to Pro Football Focus a lot on run blocking. You're correct. Falele is getting manhandled because he's a 54.7 That was his grade.
Yeah.
And 70th out of 102 guards. Now, pass blocking, he's 12th at 78.7, and he's 12th out of 102. So when you put them together, his overall grade is 64.7. And in NFL, that's damn good.
But you watching the line now.
That's
watching
that
it.
he's in the top 30. So if you're in the top 30
Mm-hmm.
of guards, because you have more, there's 102 guards.
See, this
That
is
means-
why I wish I could show film. I really wish I could show film because it was like
Football. I saw his footwork. He's a space eater.
Yeah, that's it. But he's not athletic.
Right.
He's not athletic, and I think that's the problem, because the thing is, first of all, we all know. Let's call it what it. First of all, let's say hi to Miss J. Nicole. Miss J. Nicole, welcome to tonight's Ravens
Hey,
Talk.
y'all.
What's happening? We talking about.
I can have scotch.
What you say?
I know how to have scotch.
Okay.
That's all I got. I can have scotch.
That's all you got. Okay.
Little dodgeball. Yeah, little dodgeball. Great.
Okay.
Great dodgeball.
It you know what? That still takes some sort of talent in sports. Takes a little bit of agility, you know. But no, this is it. It's the thing is, I understand the pro football focus, and I understand how they grade. You know what I mean? But when I'm watching the game, there's no way a 380-pound man should be pushed into the quarterback's pocket in his lap.
Well, this was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody has quick hands and punch,
Uh-huh.
they don't even have to have the weight. They just need to be able. They just have to have the bends.
And he don't.
They get them.
Every time.
Every time.
And that's the thing. But when I watch the preseason, I saw Falele. He hasn't been practicing, or I don't know. I'm not gonna say he hasn't been practicing. I'm not in practice with him. I'm not in the huddles and all that type of stuff. But he doesn't look like he's progressed. He looks like he's regressed. And when we watched the preseason, when I watched Ben Cleveland, that's his natural position. He's a guard. He got drafted to be one of our new offensive guards. And when I watched him in preseason, it was effortless. The pass block was effortless. The run block was amazing because he was mauling the shit out of people. And I'm like, Harbaugh, we can't do this with your personal issues this time around. We can't keep worrying about your personal shit. Because he's done it too many times, bro. He's done it for too many years with too many players, and it's time to stop.
But let's go to Pro Football Focus again. Ben Cleveland, guard. Overall rating, 72nd out of 103.
How you gonna rate that man that ain't been on the field?
66.4 pass block, 51.4 on run blocking.
And how you rating this man that hasn't been on the field? Because whenever I've seen him on the field, I've seen at least a half a second more for Lamar to throw. And I've seen when he run blocks, it just looks flawless. It almost looks like he gels the line when he's in there. Now, once again, I'm not in the locker room, so I don't know what Harbaugh knows and what everybody else knows. But I also know that you had to teach Fa'alele how to be a guard. Ben Cleveland was drafted as a guard.
Right.
So my thing is, Ben Cleveland has been playing offensive guard since high school. Fa'alele has been playing offensive guard since last year. You're going to tell me that he's much better at guard than somebody who's been doing somebody you drafted to be the future of your offensive line?
So now what did Falale come in as?
Tackle.
Oh, tackle.
Okay. He came as an offensive tackle. I mean, the man's 6'8", 370. So he's a massive human being. Now, I don't think he has the feet to deal with an outside pass rusher. That's probably why they put him at guard. But the thing is, he doesn't have the athleticism to play guard. You have to be somewhat athletic to play guard. You know what I mean? And especially center. You put him at center, Lamar gonna get murdered. He ain't got no bend at all. And I know it sounds like I'm trashing him, but I'm not. I'm watching it from the standpoint of, as I've seen different Ravens offensive linemen over the years, as I've seen like some of the best guards that we've had, like when we had Benjamin Grubbs, like that was one of the best guards. That, man, Ben Grubbs was the. I'm so upset that we lost him to the damn Saints, but Ben Grubbs was one of the best guards that we've ever had. And then when I looked at Cleveland, he's not on the level of Ben Grubbs, but he's so much more of an upgrade over Faalele. And it's not like he's a small guy, man. The man's 355 pounds. So if we're going off of,
Ben Cleveland,
yeah, he's 355.
370.
No, that's what's his name.
Both of them at 370. He's just two inches shorter than.
Hold on, bro. Let me pull him up. Hold up. Let me pull up. This is the Andrew Voorhees is the other offensive lineman.
Voorhees, yeah.
Yeah. So let me see. Ben. Let's see. Hold on. So this is Linderbaum. Let's see. Do I have Cleveland coming up in here? Right here. 355.
He lost weight then because PFF has him as 370.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever been no damn 370, but you can see Faalele 370, 6'8", 370, and Cleveland is 6'6", 355. So he's lighter, if you can call 355 lighter. But but I think the problem just on the offensive line, Voorhees is getting manhandled as well. He is not playing well at all this year. And I think because so many of us have been calling for like Daniel Faalele to be benched, and nobody's paying attention to the fact that Voorhees is basically a revolving door to the quarterback. He hasn't blocked well at all this year. What is Pro Football Focus grade on Andrew Voorhees, bro? Because he has played horrible. Like, if you see where most of the pass rush has come from, it's come from the left side. Now, that's the sad part, because that's the side Ronnie Stanley plays on. But I believe Ronnie Stanley probably got hurt because he was trying to compensate for how bad is it?
It's bad. He is ranked 78th out of 102 guards. So he's way worse than Cleveland, and he's even worse than Faalele.
Yeah.
Wow. His overall grade is 52.
Damn.
His run block grade is 53.3. His pass block grade is 46.4.
So how does he still play football?
What do you say, Jay?
How does he still play?
Because he's not the 102nd ranked guard.
Well, here's the problem.
As long as you're not the 102nd, you're still clear to play, although you just trash.
Yeah.
He's trash. He's trash as shit. And Harbaugh is stubborn. He's stubborn. We have other guards. There's a reason that you have other guards you have backup players on the team if the starters get hurt or if they're not playing well. Well, JB, did you just not establish that Voorhees is not playing well?
I didn't need Pro Football Focus for that one.
Yeah, we saw that. I mean, it looked like I said, it looked like a damn turnstile coming at Lamar.
Yeah.
Lamar has had no chance.
Because the rush was coming from that side when he got hurt.
Yeah, every single damn time. Now, my thing about it is Voorhees, when Stanley is out, which is basically damn near every week or every other week, because that boy stayed hurt
for that position. He's only 310.
But that's the thing. Ogden wasn't as heavy as people think he was. It's the footwork. It's the footwork, the strength, and the balance.
Yeah.
To play tackle, you have to have good footwork, good bend, strength, and balance.
But
And Stanley, when he came out, he was perfect.
But a lot of premier left tackles
Mhm.
are African American
Yeah,
because of footwork, because balance and footwork. We are known to be good dancers.
you know Stanley's African American, right?
Yeah, Stanley's pretty good, but he always fucked up with the ankle and the toe.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
So
Listen,
that if your toes fucked up and your ankle fucked up, that's fucking with your balance.
yeah,
Do you know that this was the first game in a long time that anybody was able to sack Lamar from Stanley's side?
oh yeah, oh yeah. Because
So
that
he's
he
very
was damn good.
reliable
Yeah,
and pass blocking, but he was hurt.
right,
And he went up and he actually apologized to Lamar in his face because Lamar is so used to not having to think about it when Stanley's in.
right.
But
Which
Stanley
he
was hurt
didn't have
and he tried to go and his ankle was too fucked up and he couldn't use his usual footwork. And you
Right.
saw the difference.
right.
When
And I
you
think
don't call Stanley's name, it was a good game.
exactly. But I think the problem is when he got hurt, the other guy came in. I don't think the other guy played that damn bad. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think he played that damn bad. I think compensating for Voorhees is probably what got Stanley hurt in the first damn place. Because Voorhees is not he like you said, he's doing worse than the other damn guard we got a problem with. And then of course there's the not putting Keaton Mitchell in the damn game. There's that.
Wait a minute, hold on. He couldn't, because guess what? He
What's that?
wasn't even active for the game.
Oh, why is Keaton Mitchell not active for the game?
I thought he played in the first quarter a little bit.
Keaton Mitchell was down for that game.
Yeah.
He wasn't even active.
No.
That's why I went in on my diatribe when I first started. If you know you got 3 running backs that you can use like a Swiss Army knife,
right?
All 3 of them can catch out of the backfield. 2 of them are good blockers, Hill and Henry. Keaton Mitchell is not the best blocker. And the only reason they said they kept him out of the game was because he doesn't play special teams. If you can run like Keaton Mitchell, fuck your special teams, put him in the game.
But this is what I'm talking about, bro.
I know he's up a roster spot when you're holding or active spot when you're holding 3 running backs. That means that you got to give up a O-line or D-line person, but you may not need them if you up by 27 points.
Right.
Because running the ball keeps your defense healthy. It keeps them off the field and sitting there eating, drinking Gatorade, nursing their wounds, making sure they're good for the next time they come in. Whereas when we saw what happened the other day, they were trying to pass the ball to get out of the problems, and it just compounded them because the defense was right back on the field, and they were gutted by the second half.
Yeah, and we're not set up for that. I mean, don't get me wrong, Lamar is one of the more premier passers in the league, but we're not set up to be a pass first team. We never have been.
Believe it or not, you know it. Lamar is, and up until right now, Lamar has had the highest passer rating in the league for the last 2 years. So he was the best passer in the league. Yeah,
and so the thing is, but the Ravens have always been set up as run first.
Run first,
and that's why we went and got Derrick Henry. That's why we have a Keaton Mitchell on the team. Hell, that's why we have a Justice Hill on the team, because regardless of whatever everybody thinks, he is not just a damn back out of the backfield receiving back. That's a running back. Justice Hill. If you go back and look at some of his college tape. Justice Hill was like that.
Yeah.
So he can play that.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we take Rasheen Ali down for a game, bring up Keaton Mitchell, and bring in Wester.
Wester's hurt. He's hurt. LeJohntay Wester's hurt. He got hurt in the preseason.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You wait a minute. That's the wait a minute. Is that the wait a minute? Hold on. Hold on.
Wide receiver. He wasn't hurt.
Number 83, right?
Wester, I think so.
Let me see. All right, let's look at the damn roster. Hold on. Number 80. So it's one of them got hurt. It's another 5'9" receiver that we had. I think we had him last year. They got hurt. Let's see. Glad I pulled this damn thing up. Let me see. All right.
Dante Wester.
All right, let me bring it back down here. Okay, let's see here.
That's
right there. Oh
LeJohntay.
yeah, LeJohntay, yeah, LeJohntay Wester. Oh yeah, that's the guy that we got from Colorado. Yeah, but that's the thing. They need to put him on kick return and punt return. They need to stop just having him on one return series. He should be our return man for good. You keep trying to split the damn return duties. The young man, you're already not putting him on the field to play offensive series. So just put him on all return duties. And I know we like people. But
we remember we carrying 4 wide receiver. I mean 4 running backs because Rashid Ali is a running back.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like you said, sit him down.
Yeah,
he's played well. Don't get me wrong, he's played well. Yeah, but right now we're bleeding, huh?
Right, he had some good returns. But why don't we put one of our safeties back there with Wester?
Yeah,
and have them do the punt and kickoff returns.
Yeah, like one, especially the backup safety, number 30, the one that just made the team from So the thing, there's a lot of different combinations.
The W2, his name begins with a W.
Yeah, shit, I can't think of his name.
Winston Wilson, something like that.
Let me see, number 30. I know that's his number.
I can't read that shit. It's too small.
Oh, you can't see it?
No, it's too small.
Wait a minute. Go back at the Grizz.
Okay.
30, right?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
30.
So I'm going through the different
Yeah, I don't see roster. 30 yet. I put
here it is. Right there.
Lowry, Ruben Lowry.
Yeah.
He's not a he's a safety?
Yeah, he's a safety.
Yeah, he's a safety.
Okay.
Yeah. Ruben Lowry is a safety.
I don't know about his hands. The other one got hands though.
He caught an interception in the preseason.
Yeah.
So he did pretty well in the preseason. I think for me, it's just like Wester should be our punt and kick returner. He should be that should be his position. You don't need to be trying out other people so that you can free up a spot to put Keaton Mitchell on the damn field. Keaton Mitchell is dynamic. He's a dynamic player, and honestly, you got to reshuffle that offensive line. You can clearly see that I won't say Rosengarten's not playing bad. He's not playing bad at all. Falele, now our Linderbaum is he's like that.
We're not gonna have him next year. You know that.
Yeah, I know, because we ain't gonna be able to keep him. We ain't gonna be able to keep him because we paid too many other people.
Somebody either we gonna trade him at the deadline or he gonna be taking like king's ransom for his when he goes in the free agency.
Oh yeah, he's going to be one of them ones. I think that's why we kept 2 other guards. We have 2 more guards like on the practice squad and one in the background.
We got the center on the practice squad.
Yeah. We got a couple of center on the practice squad and one backup in the game.
Drafted the center in the late rounds.
Late round draft center.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's probably on the practice squad then. I didn't have the practice squad roster. I didn't pull him up. I did pull up for one guy, and that's the guy that I'm going to be talking about over on the defensive side of the ball. But yeah, I think that we have to consider
Nick Samick.
Oh, Sumac.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick Sumac.
Yeah,
out of where?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Virginia.
He was out of Michigan State.
Michigan State. Okay. Michigan State. Okay. Nick Sumac. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Did we see him in preseason?
Yeah.
Was he? Did he? How'd he look? You remember how he looked?
He was okay. I mean, remember,
Yeah, he's
Linderbaum,
not Linderbaum.
Linderbaum didn't play.
Yeah,
During
none
the
of them played the preseason. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You have Faalele playing the preseason. That should say something.
Yeah.
None of the other starters played. Faalele was playing. That should have told you something right then and there. He's not ready for this.
But can I also
And he
bring up
looked bad.
another thing that just roasts my goddamn potato salad?
What's
and you
it?
know, roasted potato salad ain't good.
That's disgusting. But
Yeah, but why are we trying to get all of our players leaner and meaner when a little bit of fat and a little bit of sass worked for years in the NFL? You had way less soft tissue injuries that were deemed unplayable all the way up to about 10 years ago. And now all of these players have zero body fat. And they get
a lot of soft tissue injuries.
And lots of soft tissue injuries.
Yeah.
You need to get some fat back in your system, players.
Yeah. Not to mention you need that callus.
Huh?
Like when I played, whenever you start a season, when I played high school, whenever, you develop a callus for hits over your body. And it's not that you don't feel the pain. You learn better to ignore it because the combination of the callus and adrenaline allows you to play through every bit of pain that you could feel. You hurt the whole time. It hurts. When another man come and hits you hard as he can in pads, it hurts. So don't sit up there and think that, these guys ain't feeling nothing. They're warriors. So they move through it. And so what happens is, like you said, you have to have a little bit of fat. You have to have a little bit of, you gotta play preseason. You need to play the preseason. That's why it's there. Preseason shouldn't just be an audition for people that ain't gonna play throughout the regular season.
Yeah.
Unless all your starters get hurt like we got right now. Now these guys that played in the preseason, at least they got some game reps in. Because shit, they gotta play now, And now, and I think for me, just as I watched, as I'm watching the offense, like you said, JB, we got to run Henry. We got to run. Especially right now, that's our offense.
He probably laughing right down at home on his treadmill, like, I better use this treadmill right now to get these legs running because I'm gonna be running all day on Sunday. Yeah.
But that's the thing. You got to run all, like you said, basically the Ravens until the bye week have to become a thundering herd. We have to run all three of those running backs.
Yeah.
Don't they have a bye week this weekend?
2 weeks from now.
In 2 weeks from now. So we got the Texans, then the Rams, and then we got a bye week after that. And then that's when they're. But see, this is where I want to get onto the defensive side of the ball, guys.
Okay.
So let's hop on the defensive side of the ball.
Hey, Chris, before you go to the defense, let's talk about one more offensive player.
Who's that?
I'm really worried about Lamar.
Oh yeah,
is he hurt?
Yeah,
he's hurt. He's hurt, but I think he's fed up with the coaching staff.
Some people are saying that he's using this because he's frustrated.
No,
but I don't think Harbaugh. I don't think he would lie for Lamar.
No. But see, the thing is, you can't. If a player says he's hurt, you can't force him in the game. So I personally believe there's a mixture of the two. Lamar is a warrior. Lamar wants to play, but I also know that Lamar is a smart man. Okay. He's not going to let Harbaugh's personal bullshit ruin his career.
Okay.
Because if you look at Lamar's body language, every time he got hit in them last few games, he's going over to the sideline, he's slamming his helmet, he got this dejected look on his face because he knows he don't have the best dogs in front of him. He knows the best players that to block for him are not on the field, all because of Harbaugh's personal shit. Let me take a real quick history lesson real quick, everybody. When Harbaugh first came into the NFL, when he first came to the Ravens, and I think me and Base, you was talking about that. Me and you was talking about this. He came in, he had a bug up his ass for Chris McAllister, one of by the way, the best corners in the league. The year before, He came. Chris McAllister shut down T.O. He shut down Randy Moss. He shut down Marvin Harrison. And Eric Bowles. He shut down some of the best receivers in the league that whole year. He was the best corner in the league that entire year. Harbaugh comes in. All of a sudden, Chris McAllister can't play no more. All of a sudden, Chris McAllister don't have the talent to play anymore. And all because Harbaugh wants everybody to kiss the ring. And when you don't kiss the ring, you got to sit your ass on the bench until you comply, which is why I hate that fucking word. But so he basically shat on Chris McAllister. Now, I don't know if you guys remember when Ray Lewis retired, we drafted a linebacker. His name was Arthur Brown. When we watched Arthur Brown in the preseason, we thought we had another one because he was flying all over the goddamn place. I'm talking about tackle after tackle, out in coverage. Like I'm like, this mother, what? They hit a jackpot. Now remember, that's an Ozzie pick, so Ozzie know what he's doing when he's picking. And so Arthur Brown, if he played a down for the Ravens as a starter, then that means I was alongside of him playing the other linebacker position. Because he didn't play one goddamn starting down for the Ravens for 4 years because Harbaugh had a problem with him. And so he finally was able to get away from the Ravens, go to the Jaguars, but by then the young man is shell-shocked. You fucking ruined that man's career. Fast forward to 2012. We have a brother that came from the Texans called Bernard Pollard, one of the heaviest hitters in the NFL. Him and Harbaugh clashed. Harbaugh, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a couple of games in the middle of the season. He sat Bernard Pollard down. Now, Bernard Pollard was not hurt, and he wasn't a liability in coverage. Because remember, we had Ed Reed out there, so we didn't need him to cover. We needed him to hit. And so Ray and Ed both let Harbaugh know if Pollard's not getting back on the field. Oh, all right, Jay, we'll talk to you. But if they let Harbaugh know, if you're not putting Pollard back on the field, we're not playing. So Harbaugh had to put him back on the field. And if I'm not mistaken, was it not Bernard Pollard that brought the wood down the damn stretch in the 2012 season so that we could actually get to the Super Bowl? If anybody remember that hit that he put on Stephen Ridley in the Patriots game? That's basically, that hit showed that was Ravens football. That was quintessential Ravens football. And so when all of that happened, you would have thought that Harbaugh would have learned, hey man, like we got to cut this personal bullshit out. Wouldn't do it. And so fast forward. Now there's only one player who I agreed with him not putting on the field. And unfortunately, that was Darren Waller, because Darren was going through his own personal demons. So I understood why he didn't put him on the field. But it's amazing how Darren went to the damn Raiders and became a Pro Bowl tight end. But we had him here, and we, for whatever reason, we just couldn't get him to, but neither here nor there. Yeah, he was getting high. He was always high. Mm-hmm. And so shout out to Darren Waller for turning your life around too, my brother. We appreciate the fact he was able to do that.
But
big up.
When he was here, he was a mess.
He was a mess. He could have been a superstar, bro.
But remember, Bernard Pollard was a nonconformist. And he was everywhere he went, he was a nonconformist. Yeah. And people played him because he could play, but they got rid of him shortly thereafter. They used him for what they needed him. So even though Harbaugh had to bug up his ass for him too, a lot of people had to bug up their ass for Bernard Pollard. He was an asshole. I'm a bitch. But remember,
we just talked about we need assholes.
You need assholes.
We need assholes in the games. We need jackasses. Everybody can't be a Boy Scout. We need jackasses to be able to win games. And so, because if nobody thinks about it and anybody paid attention to it, Ray was a jackass, man.
Who's that, Ray?
Ray was a jackass, man.
Ray was a jackass.
Ray had an arrogance to him that, no, not even arrogance. His leadership damn near borderlined on arrogance, but he knew he was the shit because he was prepared to be the shit.
Right.
That's one of the reasons why people love Ray so much. And Ed was the same way.
Ed Reed would tell you, "You're not catching a ball today."
Yeah,
because Ed Reed would sit at home and watch film for 3 days straight, just so he could shut you down for 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah. And you know that Ray and Harbaugh, they clashed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Big time. Him and Ed too.
Yeah.
Ed recently did like a thing where
been away from the team for years.
You're right, JB.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Him and Ed had a thing where he was doing an interview where he was talking about when Harbaugh first came in, how Harbaugh came in. If you don't believe in what we're doing here, fuck you. And Ed was like, "Oh, wait a minute, man. Who the hell are you talking to? We grown ass men." You know what I mean? So they kind of had to like understand each other's styles to because Harbaugh he's arrogant. He's an arrogant, stubborn ass coach, and I get it, but I also like
Belichick. The good ones are like that. So
well, he's won one Super Bowl. The rest of them won multiple because they learned how to do other shit.
So did Harbaugh, because even though
he was forced to. He's doing the same shit he's always done. Why is Keaton Mitchell on the bench? Why is Jair Alexander on the bench? Because he had one bad fucking game.
No,
now you got to play.
Zaire Alexander's on the bench because he still was hurt.
Well, he playing this week, you know that.
Yeah, but he said he's hurt.
He wasn't all the way. He still had game. I think he still had some rust on him after, because he was hurt the year before. So he was hurt. He was hurt most of last year. So he was coming back. Yeah, he wasn't going to look good in the first goddamn game because he was still coming back.
That's his MO. And Zaire Alexander is always hurt.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We don't know.
5 to 6 games and get you some good play, and then he hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing about it is when I watched him on the sidelines, I watched him the last couple of games on the sidelines. Now, Chido Awuzie, I think he's an amazing corner. I think honestly, I think that was a great pickup when we picked him up. Now he's going to be our starting right or left corner. I'm not sure which side he's playing. Jair is going to be on the other side. And number 38, who is so far, he's showing me that he's a damn dog. That young corner we picked up, we picked him up in
undrafted free agents.
Yeah, undrafted free agents. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's a dog, bro. That boy is a dog. He play his ass off. And then of course we got TJ Tampa, who I believe is going to get some good time this season.
I like him.
And so moving to the defensive side of the ball real quick. This is our standard defense. Now this right here, if you can see, let me see. So that's the defense we normally play. That's the 3-4 defense where we got 3 defensive tackles and we got 4 linebackers, 2 outside, 2 inside linebackers, right? So when we had Matabike, we were able to play this defense right here because Matabike was a twitchy defensive tackle, and you usually have one nose tackle in the middle, which is like your biggest guy, kind of like when we had what's his name last year, real big tackle in the middle. Yeah, Pierce. And then you have you would have Matabike on the right or left, and then you would have Brent Urban on the other side. So or even Broderick Washington. So Brent Urban is back on the team. He's still on the team, but he's older now. And John Jenkins he's 36 years old. He's a big defensive tackle, but he's older. And Aeneas Peebles is a rookie. I know y'all don't think that he's about to come in the game and do any damn thing that Matabike did as a rookie. Madubuike was okay as a rookie, but he had to learn too. So here's my suggestion. We got to switch to D from this to that. Now, if we have a young man on the team, I'm going to bring this graphic down real quick. We have a young man on the team because we have John Jenkins. John Jenkins is a big defensive tackle. We kind of got to go back to the old school Raven football where we got two big defensive tackles and two defensive ends. And so this young man right here, let me see it. Is that him? No, that is not him. This young man right here, John Jenkins is, I believe, 6'4", 340. Let me make sure. Mr. Jenkins, where are you? I know you on this damn page or somewhere. Let me see where Mr. John
there he
Jenkins.
is. Number 94.
Yeah, number 94. Yeah. So he's 6'3", 360. That's a big boy.
Uh-huh.
So here's the guy that I want to put next to him at the defensive tackle position.
What's his name? Okoye?
Yeah. CJ Okoye. 6'6", 370. All we need them to do is eat up space because what's happening right now is when you're playing this defense right here, the tackles can come through the gap and get to the middle linebackers because we don't have any kind of like beef in the middle. And now that we don't have Pro Bowl defensive tackles and things of that nature, like Broderick Washington was at least a serviceable defensive tackle. Well, he's on IR. And so now you need those two big guys right here in the middle. You need Okoye and John Jenkins in the middle right here. Because if you look at right here where you got the two big defensive tackles and you look right behind them is where the middle linebacker is. Now, remember, Roquan Smith is hurt too. And so we would have to have Jake Hummel come in or the rookie middle linebacker come in. But a lot of people was wondering, okay, so who's going to play the ends? Well, you need to put, I guarantee you, if you put Adafe Owe and Mike Green at them defensive end positions, because think about it. You look at the position that they would be in left and right ends. Now, let's look at the position that they would be in the 3-4. Now, they're playing further away from the offensive lineman, which takes them longer to get to the lineman, and then the lineman has an opportunity to set it up. Whereas, because of the speed that the two of them have, if they're right there at the tackle, it's going to be so much harder for the tackle to set his feet that fast because they right there at him. And I believe the two of them will go on a sack frenzy if you put them right there at the defensive end spot. So who would be the other linebackers? Well, I personally think that Teddy Buchanan could play one right or left outside linebacker. And I think this is where Trenton Simpson would shine. I think Trenton Simpson is not a very good middle linebacker, but I think he would be an absolutely amazing outside linebacker. I think he would be able to set the edge better than most people. And I think he would cover the tight ends better because if you saw that last game, did you see they had Mike Green covering Travis Kelce? Mike Green is a defensive end. He's a pass rusher. And I think that's where some of the inexperience or even the lack of the ability to change on the fly with Zach Orr comes in. I love Zach Orr. I think he's going to be a hell of a defensive coordinator and coach in this league. But I do believe that he didn't have the wherewithal to change on the fly, you know. Let me see. My man, what's up, bro? He's at work and kicking his ass. What's good, man? We sitting there having Ravens talk, man. We talking about how these boys can get a little bit better, and I'm telling everybody they need to switch from a 3-4 to a 4-3 because that would put us in the best position to win, and it would put Trenton Simpson and I think Teddy Buchanan is already an amazing middle linebacker, but I think as an outside linebacker he would be scary. Number one, because I think he's fast enough to cover. He hits hard enough to thump. And I think Trenton Simpson, he would be perfect as a coverage linebacker. I think he would, because he would be able to play in so much more space. He would be able to play in so many different zones as that outside linebacker as opposed to playing the middle. Because in the middle, he looks like he looks out of place. I know he played well in the middle at Clemson, but I think also that Clemson front made him look better than what he really was. But in the NFL, everybody good. So now you can't really keep him in that middle because he's getting washed out of the plays. So putting him at the 3-4, putting him in the third linebacker position, the left outside or right outside linebacker, man, I'm telling you, it would switch the defense up overnight. Because when they try to do those rush lanes, the two defensive tackles in the middle, you got two almost 400-pound defensive tackles in the middle. They're going to clog up those guards, and they're going to push the guards into the center, which will allow, even if the running back gets through, and let's say he runs off a left or right guard, there's nobody there stopping the linebacker from getting to him, the middle linebacker from getting to him. That's where that triangle comes from, where there's the two defensive tackles, and then come right there in the middle is that middle linebacker. So those two defensive tackles would eat up that space so that the running back did get through. He's not going anywhere. And here's the thing. Even if he does get through, you're now also allowing Hamilton to play a little bit slightly in the box. Not fully in the box, but slightly in the box. So where he would be, so we're looking at Hamilton. Hamilton is the star closest to the line. So that's the strong safety. Malachi Starks is the one furthest back. He's playing the free safety position. And, of course, the two other stars are the corners. So that will put Hamilton right in the middle of the back end and the middle of the box, so that if the running back should happen to get past the linebacker, then that gives Hamilton an opportunity to come up because he's able to see the whole field. He's not having to worry about a run coming through like that, or it's because of the fact that they blocking it, they clogging it up. So I think if we switch to the 4-3, that would, first of all, it's going to save your linebackers, and it's going to give your young man CJ Okoye an opportunity to get on the field. And because he's playing next to John Jenkins, he got a veteran next to him showing him how to be in position properly. Because right now, we don't have the personnel to run that 3-4. We don't. So if we can look at, let's see, Aeneas Peebles. Let's see where do you see Aeneas Peebles? Right there, number 93. You see, that's a defensive tackle. You see his size? He's 6'389". He's 6'389". Aeneas Peebles, number 93. And so he's gonna get washed out of that play, man. Most of the guards in the NFL are bigger than him. And so now, if it was a pass rush situation, he would probably kill it. He'd probably be able to, get in a nice rush. But when we're talking about going against the run, you need something like this here, man. When you're trying to stop the run, you need him and you need John Jenkins. And where's Mr. Jenkins at? He is up top here somewhere.
There he is.
Yeah, right there.
Number 94.
Number 94. So you got those two big guys in the middle. Ain't nobody running that damn ball. And then you would have Jake Hummel, because I believe Jake Hummel was the next man up. So where's Mr. Hummel? Jake Hummel. He might be in the first series of. No, that's Teddy Bew. But Jake Hummel, right there,
number 35.
Number 35, yeah. So Jake Hummel he's the next linebacker up. But I also think that that's also an opportunity for them to put number 49 in, Jay Higgins, who was playing his ass off in the preseason. So I think that they're going to be switching out between Hummel and Jay Higgins, because Hummel's not old. He's only 26 years old. So he's still a young linebacker, So this will also give us an opportunity to see what we have as far as backups go. They're not going to be dynamic. I don't want anybody to think that we're going to see the second coming of the 2000 Ravens, but it'll put us in a playable position to be able to do something much more dynamic on defense. Because I believe, me personally, I believe we have amazing pass rushers. I just think they out of position. They're not linebackers, and it's too far to get to the tackle coming from that outside linebacker position than it would be if you put their hand in the dirt and let them play defensive end. But what do y'all think?
I mean, it's a good scheme, but are they going to be able to switch a defense in the first quarter of a season?
It should be already installed because they usually install 3 different defenses in the NFL. So you have a 4-3 a section, a 3-4 section, and a 43. So you usually have 3 different installations. You're just picking from a specific amount. But for me, I think they would have to lean heavier onto their 4-3 defense because of the personnel that they got. They don't got the guys to run that 3-4 anymore. Like Matabike was a cheat code in the 3-4.
Right.
But he gone. And Broderick Washington was another cheat code in the 3-4. That's why it was so good. They're both gone. You now have Aeneas Peebles. You have this young man right here that you just picked up, who's also, not the heaviest guy, and he hasn't been very productive since being in the NFL when he got drafted. So you can't count on him to do much. So for me, if you're still trying to run the same defense through John Jenkins in the middle as the nose tackle, you're going to have the same problems against the Texans because Nick Chubb is coming this time. We've always had problems against Nick Chubb.
Hell yeah.
This ain't the same Nick Chubb.
It ain't the same, but it ain't the same Ravens either.
I know, but have you seen the last 3 games?
Yeah, he don't look the same.
He look old and slow.
Hey JB,
well, how do you fix it? He's not that old.
He ain't that old.
Was he like 27?
But he had 2 major injuries.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah. His
right,
ACL, two ACLs. And so, but I personally believe that if he plays against this damn team, it's going to be rejuvenating for him. If they play that same defense that they tried to play, we don't have the guys to play that no more. You got to go to a 4-3. Now, if you go to that 4-3 and you put those linebackers in the defensive end position, not to mention because they're not heavy, but except Odafe Owe is like 260. We also have Tavian, what's his name? Tavian number 95. What's the hell is that boy's name? The Canadian young brother. Let me know if y'all see him. 90 right there.
Oh, Robinson.
Tavian Robinson. Yeah,
Okay.
he could definitely play defensive end. Definitely. Him and Owe. Look at Owe right up here at 265. So they're big enough and heavy enough to play that. But a David Ajabo, also another one that would actually do well. I think all 4 of those linebackers, all of the ones that we have that's available to us, will be able to do a hell of a job in that damn 4-3 defense because you put their hand in the dirt, it is a shorter distance to the quarterback. Now, a lot of people might say, well, that's a faster way for the tackles to get their hands on them. But at that point, it's your job to get around them. Your job was to get around the tackle at linebacker. You just got a faster move to get to them at defensive end. And we need you guys to be able to wash out the run if the run starts to stretch. If they try to do like a stretch play or outside run or a zone run or anything like that, we need people to actually start to stretch the run out or stretch out the play so that the linebackers can come up and make the tackle. That's one of the reasons I think the 4-3 is a much better defense to run than the damn 3-4 because we don't have it. We don't have the guys no more. Roquan ain't coming back just right now.
What's going on with him? What was it? Hamstring? What is it?
High ankle sprain.
High ankle sprain.
Yeah. So he might be back by the end of the bye, but high ankle sprains are tricky, man. They're very tricky, and now, we have no idea.
I'm so fucked up about Lamar. Now, educate me on this hamstring. How bad can that be?
Well, okay. The worst a hamstring can be is what happened to Dak Prescott, where
Right.
his hamstring was torn off of the bone, and he had to have surgically repaired.
Oh, wow.
Right now, it's not that as serious for anybody on the Ravens team, but the whole
No.
idea is that you don't want it to get to that point, so they have to rest and they have to get it to heal up.
Get the
so
treatment
that
and
you
all
don't
of that stuff.
have that pain.
Oh, so that hamstring can get worse if he keeps playing on it.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm just trying to get educated because I don't know much about
Yeah,
it.
you gotta let that heal up completely.
average hamstring injury, a hamstring, a pulled hamstring, 1 to 2 weeks.
Right.
If it's anything
Strain.
more, if it's a grade 2, which means that it wasn't separated from the bone, but the impact of impacted through the muscle all the way to the bone, then that's going to be 3 to 4 weeks. And then if you have it where it went all the way down to the bone and there is minor separation, that could be 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we don't know yet how bad it is with Lamar yet.
They haven't said.
Well,
they said possibly back after the bye.
Yeah.
But
And
it's also how good you're healing too.
Healing it, yeah. Because Lamar, remember, like he's gotten hurt in the past, but when he got hurt in the past, it was like bad, pretty damn bad. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like a thing where it wasn't like a sprain or anything like that. When Lamar got hurt, it was a little bit worse than that when he got hurt in the past. This is more so like JB said, like after the bye, I believe we should be having him back. I don't know. This is just all speculation. We have no idea. You know what I mean? And you notice I didn't say a damn thing about the wide receivers because they playing awesome. They playing lights goddamn out. They getting open. He just don't have time to throw. And Andrews is now starting to look a little bit more like Andrews. We got Likely back, so that's also another plus. And I don't know if anybody's paying attention to it, but we are indeed missing our fullback.
Oh yeah,
we're missing him.
Why we can't run the ball because we don't have Patrick Ricard.
We need Patrick Ricard back. We have no timeline on or even a speculation on when he's coming back. He's not even practicing.
It's in there for him is doing okay, but it's not Patrick Ricard.
Yeah, you talking about the tight end, number 84?
Like 8 pounds lighter, and he just
he's
good. He's good pass blocker, but he just doesn't have the punch or the breakout ability to catch the ball that Ricard has.
Now, what's going on with Ricard right now?
We have no dude. They haven't really said what's happening with him. I haven't gotten any news about it.
Was what they said it actually was. Was it a hammy or was it a?
Was it a knee? I think it was a knee. Was it a knee or something like that? I'm not sure what the hell went down with Patrick Ricard, man. It wasn't a lot of news coming out because they don't really do a lot of talking about fullbacks and shit. Calf injury, a calf injury.
Oh,
yeah.
Which means he's not going to be able to pivot.
What is your take on Cooper Rush? Well, tell me how you feel about him.
Stationary quarterback, serviceable, not a starter, but can win you a couple of games. I believe that. No, he's the quarterback. Like he almost kind of reminds you of St. Patrick. What was his name? What was the name of that damn quarterback that got the big ass beard? That he's an announcer now. Fitzpatrick. Yeah, Fitzpatrick.
Football.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick. So he's one of those ones because they would call it Fitz Magic. Every year he would win and win and win and win, and then he'll hit the wall and lose all the rest of the damn games. Cooper Rush kind of has that with him. Like you can't have him as a consistent starter, but he's good enough to win you enough games till your starter comes back.
Who's the backup for Patrick Mahomes? He's the one that gave us Fitz.
Minshew, fucking Gardner
Minshew.
I hate that little bastard.
Like Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew will play 3 games and fuck everybody up for 3 games. In the 4th game, he'll throw 8 interceptions.
And that's it. And then you sitting his ass down some goddamn well.
So
but yeah, that's
who's backing up Cooper Rush?
Oh, we got Snoop back. Tyler Huntley, who is honestly he's terrible. He's terrible. He's terrible.
He ain't good.
He ain't won a game for the Ravens since he started.
Tua last year.
Right.
He had to play for Tua Tagovailoa last year when he went out.
And he played horrible.
And he played horrible. Then he went to where? The Browns?
I believe so. Yeah.
And he didn't even make the cut. He ended up on the Ravens practice squad.
Oh.
And the only reason why is because he basically knows the playbook.
Okay.
Yeah, and Rich, I forgot. Rich put this up there. John need to switch up that old line. He got to do it. It's got to happen, man. He got to do it. And we got to reshuffle the defensive line. You got to switch up the old line. We got to reshuffle the defensive line. That's where it starts.
Like Pro Football Focus showed me when we were looking at it. If they're run blocking, they are some of the best in the business.
Right.
When they're pass blocking, they're some of the worst in the business. So we need to run the ball and use play action off the run.
Right.
Which will give Cooper Rush shorter windows to throw in, which will make him more successful.
Right.
But you got to run the ball in order to bring them defensive linemen up on the ball so that we'll have the windows in between them and the linebackers and the safeties to do the short passing zones.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay. Which makes sense. But you got to make sure that the right people are in. Like the thing is, at some point we're gonna have to drop back and throw the ball. At some point we're gonna have to just drop back and throw it on the traditional drop back.
But we're gonna have to do that. But all of that is gonna be predicated off of getting the run going and getting the short passing game. Because then
that's only if they, but that's only if. Think about it. Defenses they set. They learn. And they learn, especially with our offensive coordinator, he does a lot of predictable shit. So he'll do the 3 runs and then play action. 2 runs, then play action.
To bring what's his name? The big hands. I forgot his name. He's our first year here. Wide receiver.
DeAndre,
He's got to bring Hopkins and on run downs.
Right. JB, how do you like D-Hop?
I love him.
He
don't.
Man, he ain't washed up at all.
But the whole idea is that if you keep bringing him in when you're not running the ball, it's going to be the same as when we had what's his name, and they kept running the reverses. The guy who killed the people in the car accident, Sammy Watkins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whenever they brought him in, whenever they brought him in, it was going to be a reverse, and everybody was playing that reverse.
Right.
You got to stop the predictability. Bring D-Hop in, and you see him breaking an in route or breaking out the sideline, and we're running the ball.
Right. And I think, and honest, he's one of the better run blocking receivers in the league too. So for that right there, first of all, I'm not saying take either Zay or Bateman off the field. I'm not saying take either one of them off the field. Because there are alignments where you can run out of a 3 wide receiver alignment. So, but D-Hop is one of your better blocking wide receivers in the league. And so to not have him in the game,
they would throw the ball. So
it's the same stupid shit. Yeah, and so that's the thing. Like this game coming up, the switch up needs to be. You got to switch the line. You got to do something with the line. That's number one. Yeah. Number 2, D-Hop. He's the number 3 receiver. I understand that, but you should alternate him and Bateman in run plays. So this way you'll automatically, you don't know what the hell's happening, because it's not like D-Hop doesn't know how to pass block. It's not like he doesn't know how to run block. It's not like he doesn't know how to do that. So alternate your wide receivers, and we got Isaiah Likely back.
back sets, some double wishbone. We need some stuff where
Some
we have
variety.
running backs on the team. I mean, on the
Right.
field more than one.
Right. I mean, the thing is, he. I know Monken has this in his playbook.
Yeah,
The
he
thing
was a
is,
college
he has to. But I also think that he doesn't, like Lamar. He doesn't trust his offensive line. He's trying to overcompensate for the lack of ability of this offensive line.
Well, why do he have all these long developing plays, which is something that Lamar has said countless times
Is a
after
problem.
3 games, saying, "I'm waiting for plays to develop."
Yeah,
You can't do
because
that. You can't do that shit if you don't have a run game.
and that's the adjustment on the fly, and I think that's one of the problems that I'm seeing with both the coordinators. Actually, the adjustment on the fly when your personnel changes, because he didn't change up the damn offense when Cooper Rush came in. He was doing the same stuff with Cooper Rush, who is not a running quarterback, that he was doing with Lamar. And Cooper Rush he's throwing that motherfucker away like, you ain't getting me hurt. You ain't getting me trashed in this fucking game. And so with both of the offensive coordinators, they need to now, they got to switch it up. You have to switch it up. You got to put your best offensive lineman in the game. If I'm Monken, I'm going to Harbaugh like, look, we need Cleveland in the game. We need this guy. Whatever is going on with you two guys, you got to squash it, because we can't afford to continue to do this. Fa'alele is serviceable, but he's more of a backup than he is as a starter. He's serviceable, but he's more of a backup player than he is a starter. Even if you kept Fa'alele in and put Ben Cleveland over there where what's the other number 72? I keep forgetting his name. But if you put Ben Cleveland in his spot, at least it would be a true upgrade, because that side of the field is leaking, and that's exactly where all of the damn pass rush is coming from. And people are blitzing. First of all, Lamar would kill your ass back in the day if you blitzed him. Blitzing Lamar was like the worst fucking choice that you could ever make. And now, in the last couple of games, he has been blitzed more than I've ever seen, because they know that offensive line can't hold up.
But you know another thing that I think Lamar was dealing with that hamstring before this game, because Lamar has not been running.
Yeah, I noticed that.
He ain't been running.
And the whole idea is that even when he ran sporadically, and it wasn't full speed.
No.
When that dude caught him behind like he did, he wasn't running full speed.
Now, JB,
I think he got hurt against the Lions.
When's the last time you've ever seen Lamar get sacked 7 times in one game?
Never.
Not one fucking time ever. Not one time ever.
Why is he not moving with that fucking ball?
He couldn't. I think
you know what? I think he got hurt in that game.
Trying to protect himself because he felt something. He felt his leg, and they knew he had a little something going on, but it was aggravated to the point where he couldn't continue, because Lamar has never seen wide open lanes and just sat in the pocket.
No, because it was way too many wide open lanes.
He did it in the Cleveland game. He did it in the game this week, and he did it a little bit in the first game, but he still picked his moments to get out of the pocket.
Yeah. So do you think Ed Oliver hurt him? Do you think Ed Oliver hurt him when we played against the Bills? Do you think he got hurt when he got hit by Ed Oliver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that might have been the aggravation which led to him not running in this game, because he was trying to protect himself. And then when he went on that one breakout and that guy fell on the back of his leg, that was it.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
Now, JB, do you think that Lamar is he? You think he's setting that pride aside and letting Monken them know, letting Harbaugh know? Look,
Lamar is a dog. Lamar wants to be out there every fucking down. Lamar, if we up 60, Lamar wants to be out there.
Oh,
yeah.
So I don't think he's using it to prove a point, but it's proving a point how valuable he is, that now that he's hurt and he can't go out there, that they have to figure out how to make this better. Because now he's like, you see what happened to me?
Yeah. And believe it or not, it starts with the shuffling of that line.
Right.
You gotta you have to recognize that that number 72 is a major liability.
What we might see over the next couple of weeks, because you can still DFA players and bring in new players anytime in the league. And we might see a couple new players hitting the Ravens roster and a couple people getting DFA'd.
Yeah. So we about to see. We're about to see. Now, and I think one of the things that, and this is just a conspiracy thought process, I think one of the things that Harbaugh is afraid of is if he actually puts Cleveland in the game and the line becomes better, everybody gonna look at him like he's a fucking idiot.
They already do, so I don't think he cares about that.
Oh, no. He's gonna look wrong. He don't want to look wrong.
But if it means winning,
no, he don't. That's the thing. If he wanted to win, if Harbaugh cared about winning more than he cared about control, then he wouldn't be worried about somebody hurting his little feelings or somebody not kissing his punk ass ring. And he's always done that. He's always done that shit where if you're not one of those buy-in to, you got to be completely bought in, because remember, we won every time we've had guys that had that defiant spirit about him. Lamar has a defiant spirit about him. Lamar will buck at John Harbaugh, because if you notice, when Ray retired and we had Flacco before Lamar came in, we were not playing very well.
True.
We were not playing very well. So when Lamar came in, it elevated the entire damn team. So then, of course, we got guys like Hamilton and Matabike jumped. He just came out of no goddamn where. And we had Jadeveon and Kyle Van Noy for that 1 year where the two of them was like, bending the corner like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So it was just
but that was McDonald.
Yeah.
McDonald is like, what's his name? What is his name down in? Isn't his name McDonald too? Who's the coach of Miami?
Josh McDaniel.
McDaniel.
Yeah.
But they are alchemists when it comes to McDaniel with the offense, McDonald with the defense. They're alchemists. You can give them whoever, and they'll make it work. He's gonna have a rough time. Daniel's going to have a rough time now that Tyreek is gone. Tyreek's legs look like it's going to Harlem Shake. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that nasty shit.
That was horrible, and I wish him the best for his recovery.
Do you think Tyreek is done?
I don't know. That's going to be hard to come back from. That's a pretty devastating injury for a running back. I mean, for a wide receiver.
Yeah.
I think Tyreek, though, because of his personality, he's going to try to come back.
Yeah.
He may not come back as a cheetah, but he damn sure will be a lion.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's still gonna come back. But but you know what? I'm gonna throw a little bit of a monkey wrench in here.
All right.
So you remember when we had what was it? McDonald, the defensive coordinator we had before, Zio. Well, there is somebody else on the Ravens team, on the Ravens coaching staff, that when he was a defensive coordinator, we had the best fucking defense in the NFL. True. Chuck Pagano is on our team.
Pagano, that's right.
Chuck Pagano is on the team. Yeah. He's the defensive backs coach, but he is on the team, and Chuck Pagano knows how to call a game.
Yeah, but
he knows how to. He's a wizard.
Yeah, but them defensive backs haven't been drinking the syrup that he's been providing because they look horrible.
You know what? Believe it or not, they don't look as bad as it seems because there's no pass rush. There's none. Zero pass rush.
Covering somebody for 4 to 5 seconds is an anomaly in the NFL. Yeah. But the whole idea is that if he wants his back end to look that good, he should be feeding Zio. So, whatever his name is, he should be
Zach
Orr the information that he needs to make that front end work, and not trying to get Zach Orr's job. Because if Zach Orr goes down, and gets fired, Pagano may say, "Oh, I only wanted to be the D-backs coach."
Man, ain't no such thing as a coach that's just gonna say I only wanted to be. He ain't gonna take over that defensive coordinator spot. If they get rid of Zach Orr,
Well,
we got Chuck Pagano is in house. And I
yes,
remember that defense when we had Bart Scott, when we had man,
they
come
were
on,
still
bro.
doing the amoeba defense that what's his name started here,
Oh,
but he
what's his name? Shit.
Ryan.
Ryan. Yeah, Ryan.
They
Yeah.
still had elements of the amoeba defense where you didn't know who was coming, everybody standing up at the line, and you don't know who's rushing, who's dropping back. And
Yeah.
what Pagano did was he gave more defined roles to the amoeba defense, and they would play the amoeba in man-to-man or zone.
Yeah. And that's
Where
the thing.
usually with Ryan, when they played amoeba, it was going to be zone.
Yeah.
And that's how they started beating Ryan's zone, because usually when they went to amoeba, they dropped out in the zone. But Pagano refined it and made it where you couldn't tell them if they were playing man or zone.
Exactly. And I think that's like right now, we have the players to be able to do that. They athletic as hell. We got the players to run that amoeba defense or that 4-3. I think Pagano would, and even if he comes to feed Zio, like Zio, first of all, he got to listen. You can't be stubborn. You can't be arrogant. You're not looking good, my guy. Your defense ain't looking good, especially your pass rush. And you keep trying to run the same pass rush. It ain't working. It ain't working. People are able to set really, really easily against your outside linebackers, which is why they need to have their hands in the dirt, because they have the speed, they have the agility, they got the quickness. The problem is they too far away from the tackle to make a damn difference. By the time they engage with the tackle and make a spin move or any kind of move, the quarterback can already toss the ball. But you take a half a second or an entire second off of their lane or their space from their position to the quarterback, and you getting into the offensive tackle's chest faster. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where they would benefit so much better from playing the 4-3 defense. I really think that they would be able to do some damage. What's up, bro?
Now, in reference to Zach Ward, how much faith do you think the Ravens still have in him as the defense coach?
A lot, because they got rid of him.
Huh?
I think they still have a lot of faith in him. It's hard to say until the players play the next game.
Oh,
but I think honestly, I think Harbaugh has faith.
Huh?
I think Harbaugh has faith because he'll hold on to a motherfucker even if he know they ain't doing well. Like he had to be forced to let go of what was his name in back when we won the Super Bowl in 2012. They forced him to let him go. Used to be the head coach of the Giants.
Caldwell.
Caldwell was who came in and fixed the offense. We had that used to be the head coach of the Giants, the one that when we won the Super Bowl in 2000. He was our offensive coordinator in 2012. I cannot remember his name. I think to this day him and Harbaugh are not even friends because they fired him.
Who?
Yeah, we did.
Cam Cameron?
No, it wasn't Cam Cameron. No, it wasn't Cam.
Cam Cameron was the one who got fired, and what's his name took over for him.
Was it Cam? Was it? No, I thought it was. No.
Cameron was the Super Bowl year, and Caldwell took over for him at the end of the year, and we won the Super Bowl with Caldwell.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
You said that's the defense coordinator, right?
He was offense coordinator.
Cam Cameron when because Kubiak was the 2 years in between, the year in between.
Wait a minute. I'm
Tom. Said it was Cameron. Cam Cameron.
No. Oh, well, you said it was Cam Cameron?
That's what it says.
And Caldwell took over at the end of that year.
Yeah, he was the quarterback's coach.
Right.
Okay. Let's see.
And then the next one was Kubiak.
Oh, the Dean Pease?
No,
That's
Dean Pease was defensive coordinator.
And
Who
he was here last year.
The name of the damn head coach that was the Giants head coach in the year that we won the Super Bowl in 2000. He was he wore glasses. I cannot think of his goddamn name.
And it wasn't Cam Cameron, right?
No.
Giants head coach when we won the Super Bowl was what's his name? I know who you're talking about, but he was never on our field. Well, I mean,
he was an offensive coordinator before. He was an offensive coordinator before.
No, we got Kubiak from the Broncos.
Oh no, not Kubiak. It was wait a minute, hold on.
Now Wink Martindale, he was the
defensive
coach.
Okay.
Jim Fossil.
Oh, Fossil. Okay.
Yeah, we had Jim Fossil as an offensive coordinator before.
Oh
no, that must not have been memorable.
It wasn't. He fired him. Let me see. Jim Foster was an offensive consultant and coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens from
he was a coordinator. Yeah, he was a consultant. Yeah. He wasn't a coordinator.
Yeah, it says offensive consultant and coordinator. So he was a coordinator as well. So he was from 2004 to 2006.
Well, he must have been one of them.
He got fired. He wasn't good.
Fossil. That's so weird.
I remember him. I remember when he came in, and I remember because him and Harbaugh were really, really good friends, and they stopped being friends because he fired him. They stopped being friends because the offense was horrible. Yep, Jim Fossil. I remember when we had him. So yeah, it was Cam Cameron though. Yeah, I forgot it was Cam Cameron in the year.
Or are you talking about Marty Morningweg? No, he was.
No, I'm not. No, not Morningweg at all. He was a horrible.
No,
coach.
He was offensive. He was offensive.
But he was, but he wasn't our coordinator. I don't think we ever had Marty. No, we had Jim Fossil. It was 2004 to 2006. Yep, Jim Fossil was 2004 to 2006. I do. I remember he was horrible. He was a terrible offensive coordinator. And you would have thought he was better than that because he had a pretty damn good offense with the Giants. They had a pretty damn good offense with the Giants, but he could not coach Flacco. Now, was he coaching Flacco? No, he wasn't coaching Flacco. That was when we had Kyle Bowler.
Oh, shit.
I think that's when we had Kyle Bowler.
Him and that fucking Brian Billick. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think. Well, Billick couldn't stand Kyle Bowler. He didn't want him.
I thought
Billick could not. They wouldn't let him get rid of him.
Oh,
he wanted to get rid of him. He wanted to bring in a veteran. That's one of the reasons why it was Brian Billick that banged the table. No. Was it him? Was it Brian Billick? No, because he wasn't here. He wasn't our coach when Steve McNair was. Was he? Was he our coach when we had Steve McNair, or was it Harbaugh? Oh yeah, he was the coach when we had. No, he was the coach when we had Steve McNair because Harbaugh came in the same year Joe Flacco did. They came in the same year.
That's right.
So that was 2009. Yeah. So yeah, Billick was the coach when we had Steve McNair, and so he did not want Bowler. He did not want Bowler. He didn't want them to draft. It was something he didn't see what everybody else saw. Yeah, he had the rocket arm and all that, but Billick knew he didn't have the mentality to be the starting quarterback for the Ravens. He knew he didn't, and he didn't. Bowler was not. He had the athleticism. He had the rocket arm. He even in some instances had the accuracy, but he didn't have the mentality of a leader. He didn't have leadership quality, and that's why when Flacco came in, Flacco and what's his name, the the quarterback from Ohio State. They both took Kyle Bowler's job. Kyle Bowler was the third string quarterback when the two of them came in. And so yeah, it was just Billick. They tied Billick's career to Bowler, and Billick didn't want that shit. He did not want Bowler at all. He did not want Bowler.
I thought he loved Bowler. He didn't like him.
He couldn't stand him. Not that he couldn't stand him as a person, but he knew he couldn't win with him. He knew he couldn't win with him. He knew Bowler didn't have the capacity to be. It wasn't that he was a dumb guy. He just didn't have the leadership skills to be able to run that team, because they needed him to run that offense. They needed him to come in and take over and be the leader of that offense. Joe had no problem with that. Now, Joe wasn't outspoken. He wasn't loud. He wasn't rah-rah, but they respected Flacco. They had a respect for Flacco. And Flacco, that's one of the reasons why when Flacco won that Super Bowl, the swagger was through the roof.
Yeah.
Flacco was an undeniable quarterback in that year. His swagger was through the roof, and you couldn't tell him shit. You know?
That's why we call him
Joe Cool, exactly. So now we get Lamar Jackson in here, and he is a generational talent. Yeah. He is a generational talent, and they continue to do the same stupid shit that they've done since we had every offensive coordinator. I'm trying to figure out how the coordinator that we had before Monken, I forget what his damn name is, but he would run the goddamn ball all year, and then when we get in the playoffs, he's trying to throw it everywhere. That wasn't Morning Way. We never had Marty Morningway, bro. We never had Marty Morningway. We never had Marty Morningway as an offensive coordinator. Let me see. Former Ravens offensive coordinator.
Greg Roman. I don't know why I'm saying Marty Morningway.
Greg Roman. Yeah. Roman. Yeah. And he would run. I'm talking about run till motherfuckers' tongues was wagging out of their mouth. And then he'd get in the damn playoffs and he want to throw the ball all over the place. And it's like, that's not how you got here. Had he just stuck with the game plan, we probably would have won a Super Bowl. So then with Monken, it's the same fucking thing. We got in the playoffs and he tried to get cute. And it's like, bro, just do what you did to get here. We ran Derrick Henry through the goddamn roof to get to. He almost ran for 2,000 fucking yards. We basically had 7,000 yards worth of offense last year through running and the play action pass, like JB said. There's no way in hell we should have got in that damn playoff game last year and did what we did. So Derrick Henry fumbled in a couple of games this year. Yes, it's fucked up, devastating. He fumbled in 3 fucking games this year. Well, he ain't fumbling in the last game because you ain't put him in the fucking game. And he figured out how to hold that ball, though. He had that Raven claw on that damn ball. And so, but you choose to not run him. When you ran him in the first series against the Chiefs, what happened? We scored. When you didn't run him after that, what happened? We got our asses handed to us. We got our asses beat.
Yeah.
And so when we coming up in this next game, JB is absolutely right. You have to run Derrick Henry or you're going to get Cooper Rush killed. Because right now, because Houston you're stubborn.
Has a good defense.
Huh?
Houston has a good defense.
They do. They got some pass rushers.
Yeah.
Some serious pass rushers.
Yeah.
They got Danielle Hunter, and I forget the other young man. But yeah, they got some rushers. They got some people that can get after his ass. So you're gonna have to run Derrick Henry, you're gonna have to run Keaton Mitchell, you're gonna have to run everybody. Yeah.
You run into it or you throw over it.
Right. Right. And that's the thing. If they in your face too goddamn fast, you know, so we honestly got some work to do. But I really think that they can turn this around. I'm not just being an optimistic Ravens fan. I see a window a potential to, number one, turn the defense around, because that's the main thing we need to turn around. Because if you could stop the other team, you don't have to score that many points on offense. You just got to stop the other damn team. We can't stop nobody, and we can't score no points. That is a recipe for ass whipping every game. But if you can stop the other team, and you just get enough runs in with Henry and all of them to at least throw 14 or 21 points on the game. You may not get 36 like what you do with Lamar. But if you can throw at least 14 or 21 points on the game on board and keep them to at least 10 points, you win every time.
I think the target is 28 to 30 points. Three of them rushing and one of them defensive, taking the ball away.
Right.
And no, I don't even know, maybe one throwing touchdown, if that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And defense just limiting them to under 21 points.
Yep. And that's going to have to be with a 4-3 defense. You can't do it with that 3-4. It's not going to work. You don't have the people.
Yeah, and Hamilton needs to play closer to the line because he got torched. He got they burnt his ass. They picked on him and they won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
he was worried about too many other people's jobs.
Worthy is a fast little motherfucker, and he ran through us.
Yeah. And the thing is number one, they put the wrong corner on Worthy. You cannot put Marlon Humphrey. He's not fast anymore. Marlon was fast back in the day. Marlon ain't got no more speed.
They were afraid to put the young boy on him, but they should have put
the young boy on him. You should have put 38 on him.
And that swagger.
And 38 would have ran with his ass.
And the swagger.
Who's that?
Nate Wiggins.
Worthy.
Wiggins, Wiggins.
So Nate Wiggins. Nate Wiggins. Wiggins would have. He couldn't have run past no damn Nate. He wouldn't have done none of that shit to Nate. If Nate was on him, wouldn't have happened. Wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. Right.
And you saw the one time that he had Nate, he didn't catch it.
Nope.
The one time he ran over there against Nate, he ain't catch it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just like
they were afraid because the whole idea is they think that the young guys are going to go for the double moves and then they're going to be left out to the slaughter. Give them a chance to prove to you that they can do it. They saw double moves in college.
And why did you draft him if you think they're gonna fall for shit like that all the time?
Right.
Nate Wiggins is been here long enough to understand. He got it was second year now. He's got it. Let him play the damn ball. You're gonna have to trust him because he's out. Yeah. He's out. And then like I said, right now we're working off Jair Alexander, Chido Awuzie. We're gonna have TJ Tampa, and what is that young man? I don't want to keep calling him number 38. He got a damn name. What's that boy's name?
Malachi Starks.
No, that's number 24.
You said 38.
38. Yeah, I'm looking for his number now. Let's see. I don't see it there.
Oh,
right there.
You're talking about Martin. Keon Martin.
Keon Martin. Yeah, Keon Martin. So I think who played his ass off in that last game. And wasn't nobody paying attention because we was losing, but he was playing his little ass off in that goddamn game.
Yeah.
So I'm watching him and I'm watching the development, and I believe that if we play, like I said, they're not gonna listen to me because I guarantee you they're not even gonna know we had this podcast happening tonight. But Zach Orr, if you happen to watch the Sophisticated Grizzly podcast, switch your team and use your 3-4 set. No, use your 4-3 set. Use your four down lineman, your 3 linebacker set. I guarantee you'll right the ship for the rest of the year. And I'm even talking about when the other guys come back, because unfortunately we know Matt BK is not coming back. We don't know about Broderick Washington. We're not sure. But if you keep your big boys,
4 to 6 weeks.
For Broderick Washington?
Yep, he's on limited IR.
Yeah, so that's 4 to 6 weeks. You're not gonna have him. Yeah, so you're not gonna have him for a couple of months. And so You got a bunch of big defensive tackles and a bunch of linebackers who should be playing defensive end in the first place. Switch your defense. You got to hop into a 4-3, and if you do that, I guarantee you it's going to right the ship on defense. At least we'll stop the run. Yeah. Even if the pass rush doesn't improve that much, that's the thing. When you have a 4-3 defense, even if your defensive ends don't get around the corner, you may be able to sneak Trenton Simpson around the corner as a blitzer, or Teddy Buchanan up the middle as a blitzer, or even there's a lot of different ways that you can use that defense to make some things happen. But the 3-4 is not going to work for you right now. You do not have the guys. I know you want to be arrogant and say, "Hey, man, my guys are they're not special." They're not. The special player that we had on defense, he's gone for the year. That was the special player we had on defense. Kyle Vanoy, he's special because of his experience. Adafe is not special, but I also think Adafe is playing out of position. Tavian Robinson, not special because of the position he's playing. But I think if you switched all of these guys and put their hands in the dirt, you realize that you got some damn dogs on defense. He would realize that he put them at defensive end, it's going to switch up the whole defense. But that's just my 2 cents. You take it how you want. Like I said, you probably ain't never going to see this damn podcast. You ain't never going to see this shit. You know, you don't even know people talking about the Ravens right now. You sitting somewhere trying to figure out what you're going to do the next game. But if somebody happens to point you in the direction of Mr. Dearest, Teddy, Grown Man Click, Brother Bass, run that 4-3.
Hey, look, I hate to take the tensions off my Ravens. I love my fucking Ravens.
What's up, bro?
But Shadar Sanders, talk to me about him. Is he fucked?
He's in the doghouse because of who he is and because of the swagger he has and because he's making more money than both of their other quarterbacks. Because he signed the right deals the right way, and now the NFL is mad at him because there's no way a 5th round draft pick should be making $250 million to them. But the whole idea,
that kind of money,
the endorsements and everything,
and his jersey sales.
Yep.
But also, if you're the 5th round draft pick, they have no intentions of playing you anytime soon. He signed the contract. And he's trying to be as diplomatic as possible. But I believe after Gabriel plays this weekend, they're going to start having a look at him.
Yeah. So what do you think about Gabriel?
He's not bad, but he's not Shador.
Oh.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's horrible. I think Dylan Gabriel was the pick that they made because they didn't want to draft Shador. I think it's the only reason they even picked him.
So what? Let me ask you something. Why did they pick Shador?
The coach wanted him.
He left in no man's land.
Coach wanted him. The coach wanted him. The owner outright said he didn't want him. The owner outright came on TV and said he didn't want him.
Really?
You know the Ravens wanted him, and he turned the Ravens down.
He turned the Ravens down.
Is that JB? That really happened?
Yeah, that happened.
He didn't want to play behind Lamar because he said he'd never get a chance to play, which would have been his chance to play because he probably would have been
he'd have been playing this weekend. He'd have been playing for the next couple of games. He'd have got some game experience, and other teams would have seen him.
And the stock would have went up. So
you think Shador? Do you think he gets in his own way?
Sometimes, but also they're judging him on the sins of his father.
Yeah, who ain't really done nothing wrong to no damn body. He just wouldn't take nobody's shit.
More money for the NFL than a lot of people did, but the whole idea is that they think that when you get Shador, you get Dion, and that's not the case. Dion is coaching Colorado, and he's having a tough season right now, so he can't be over in Shador Sanders' camp worried about that. He's got to fix what's going on in Colorado, and they didn't. They don't understand that he raised these guys to being grown men and handle their business, and he is staying out of that business as much as possible, but he still ain't going to let them F over his sons.
That's right. That's right. Now, what's going on with Shiloh? Is he done?
I don't think he's done. I think when it comes to Shiloh, He's another Sanders kid, and he's less high profile than Shador. So he's probably going to get more scrap opportunities than Shador. Shador is spotlight. Shiloh is like the afterthought, unfortunately, but also I think he's one of the better players as well. I think Shiloh is a much better safety than people give him credit for. I think that what they do is whenever he does anything, they highlight it more than they do with other players. Players fight on the field all the time.
Right.
It happens all the time. But he got fined and released. He got fined and released.
He didn't even start it, but
the other guy started it. But you remember, they don't catch the first punch. They always catch the second one thrown.
True.
Yeah.
They never see the first punch. And so, unfortunately, I believe Shiloh right now he's getting a bad rep. I pray that because of all of these injuries, the Ravens give him a look. Because the pedigree has been here.
But after the bad blood with Shador, because you got to realize the Ravens were looking at him because they loved his dad.
Right.
And for them to unequivocally say they did not want to come to the Ravens, they like, okay, we good.
Right. Right.
And is that bad? No, it's business.
Yeah.
They say, oh, they don't want our business. We take our business elsewhere.
Right. But I don't think Shiloh should be caught up in the wash of that.
I agree.
I feel like, and this is just me, if he's a good player, if he's good enough to do it, bring him in to do it. Because honestly, we don't have the dogs, man. We got a lot of puppies. There's a lot of puppies on this team right now. We don't have too many dogs, and most of the dogs we got, they got 1 or 2 teeth left.
Yeah.
So we ain't got no biters right now, bro. We really don't. John Jenkins is a hell of a player, but John Jenkins has always been an afterthought journeyman type of defensive tackle. He's just a space eater.
Right.
He's not an impact player. And he's one of those dogs that got like 2 or 3 teeth left. He's an older guy. Now Okoye, he may have some sharp ass teeth. The problem is if you don't put him in the game, you don't know how well he can bite. But he also is a young puppy. He's a little puppy. He's a baby dog. And so the rest of the guys, like the linebackers, they babies. The most venerable veteran we have right now is Odafe Owe. He's the most veteran player we got right now on defense.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the longest tenured player, and next to that would be David Ajabo.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody else is young, man. And outside of John Jenkins, everybody else is young.
Got Urban. Urban.
Brent Urban? Yeah, Brent Urban. I forgot about Brent. But Brent, he doesn't do anything spectacular. He just kind of does. Yeah, he's a workman. He's a workman, but he's also
a team solidifier. He's a cheerleader for everybody.
Yeah. But he's also that guy that he's the 3-4 defensive end. The problem is he's an older guy. He's never really been a true starter. He's always been the coming back up
off the bench.
Yeah, he's an off the bench guy. And so now he's definitely not somebody who's going to solidify the 3-4 for you. He's not. He's not going to be able to do those reps. And so, like I said, with Aeneas Peebles, that's a puppy, man. He's a smaller puppy. And so if they run at him, he's not going to be able to do a whole lot. If they run at Brent Urban, then he's not going to be able to do a whole lot. And John Jenkins, like I said, that's an old dog with 3 teeth left. He ain't going to be able to do a lot. But
he would be a Jenkins boy, wouldn't he?
Exactly. But here's the thing.
I was telling my girl today, I said, when I catch up with Martin, that goddamn Shanae Jenkins, she could have had anything, but she had to be a Jenkins, didn't she?
Of course. You know the Jenkins got to be just the Jenkins clan, bro. But you know what? If you put John Jenkins next to Okoye and you put that experience next to that young talent and you let him cultivate that talent. Like, hey man, I need you here, slide his way, you need to slide that day, and he guides him. It'll make John Jenkins's job easier, and it will give that young man. You see that boy, if he gets some damn confidence, like I can do this shit, and he start pushing that damn line, and then as he's pushing the line, guess what's going to happen? If he starts pushing the line, him and John Jenkins starts pushing the line into the quarterback's lap, they have to compensate for that. So they're going to have to bring in people to chip him. What's going to happen then? It's going to be solo pass rushers on the outside against them tackles. Ain't nobody chipping the damn pass rushers on the outside because the middle's getting pushed. Don't no quarterback like the middle get pushed. And you get them two guys pushing that damn middle, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be something different. But you know what?
You throw.
Yeah, exactly. And so you know what? We could go all night with this. It's almost 2 hours, man. I'm gonna get y'all out of here because I still got to. Yeah, I had fun with this, man. I
learned so much from you and JB, man. I'm telling you.
Man,
look, I might know police work, but I don't know football,
bro. I'm telling you, like football, being somebody who played it and somebody who actually had a brief moment of coaching it. It's you see it from so many different angles, you know what I mean? And then, you know, with JB having the keen eye and observation, like to me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think a photographer could easily be an NFL coach because he sees shit that other people don't see.
That's a good point.
All the time.
That's a good
If
point.
you think about it, a photographer that knows football could damn sure be an NFL coach because he sees different angles. And different movements and different placements that other people ain't gonna see. So you know what I mean?
1.5 million a year.
Right.
I'm a bargain.
Shit, man.
You know what, JB? You know what? I equate this to, and I got the book on this. Now, JB, you're into photography. I got a book on this guy. You know, I'm a reader, but I got a book on this guy that he was Dr. King's. You might as well say he was Dr. King's photographer. And this guy was able to get in to intimate moments of Dr. King's life. I got the book here, man, and it is JB. I don't know if you I know you know about this guy. There was some conspiracy theory.
It wasn't Gordon Parks, was it?
No, it wasn't Gordon Parks. I got the book here, but basically this guy was
where it is?
He was the face of civil rights. I got the book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, grab it real quick, bro.
Let me grab the book.
Okay. But yeah, man, I think you know, tonight was a hell of a discussion. I think ain't no Raven player or coach gonna hear this shit, but I think we were able to at least get some of the frustration.
The replay in the Baltimore Ravens page.
I mean, okay.
Hey,
yeah, I forgot I can go in and tag.
Check this out. Now, JB, this is the cover.
Okay.
This guy, his name is Ernest
Withers. Ernest Withers.
You know what, JB? What I'm trying to say was, like Grizz said, you are the NFL's equivalent to Ernest Withers, because this guy was the face of, he was the photographic face of the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
So, like I said, there was some conspiracy theory that Mr. Withers that he set up Dr. King to be murdered in that hotel.
Mm.
See, he got to see the behind the scenes of and intimate moments of Dr. King's life.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like he took photographs of Dr. King, the hotel that he was killed in or out in front of. And Mr. Withers took photographs of him laying on the bed.
Yeah.
Right.
So he was able to get into his intimate world, unlike anybody else. He might have been closer to him than Dr. Abernathy. But I don't know if you ever seen this book, man, but
I'm gonna have to check it out. I've heard of Ernest Withers before, but I haven't really delved into him. I'm gonna have to check him out. Yeah.
Grizz, this guy, he got some wonderful photos, man, of the of the ins and outs and the workings of the civil rights movement.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's powerful. It's powerful.
I had to check that out, man.
Yeah.
Definitely added to the library, the growing library that I have going over here in this damn room. But yeah, man, I think and honestly, if the Ravens ever hired me as a defensive coordinator, well, not even as the defensive coordinator, if you hire me as a defensive consultant, the first thing that I would walk up to Zach Orr and say is, "We don't have the dogs to play the defense you've been playing, bro. You got to switch it up. You have to, And I would say to him like, "Hey, it's your call, but for me, because of the personnel that we got left, we got to switch it all up, and we got to go with it. We got to go with Book B. Book A is your conventional defense that you've been going with. We got to go to Book B, where we got to get to 4-3 and put these guys' hands in the dirt. They're gonna have to hold up. And we got enough of them to be able to hold up. We got enough outside linebacker / pass rushers to be able to hold up, to be able to do that damn thing. So this that should not even be a hard transition. Anyway, brother JB, I would like for you to let everybody know where they can find you at each and every single Monday night.
Hey, it's gonna be the first Monday night in October, and it'll be my last live broadcast till the end of October in the studio with my boys, because I am going to be moving west for 3 weeks to go marry my daughter off. So you will be seeing me on the screen while my boys, the Grown Man Clique, holds it down in studio. That's every Monday night at 8:05. There will be a show every week. I will be present for every show except for on the 20th, because that is my daughter's wedding day. But we will be there for the other days, but I will be virtual. I want you to come in, tune in. The guys have some great shows lined up. It's going to be a blast. That's the Grown Man Clique podcast with me, Scott T, Richie Rich, and Van Gogh. And don't forget Lifer Behind the Lens, be safe. Thanks, Grizz.
That's what's up, brother. Brother Bass, do you have any words of wisdom for the Ravens? Please tell them what they need to do, brother, to right this ship.
I'm gonna sum it up in 2 words: hire Grizzly.
I mean, I did come with the graphs and charts and shit. You know what I mean? I came with the professional shit.
Hey, you sold me with the graphs.
Shit, you lucky I didn't have that little laser pen where I could show how everything can move and shit.
I was waiting. Man,
I was looking to see if I could get that shit to move. If I could have got him to move, I'd have showed you exactly the rush angles and every goddamn thing. We probably have been here for another 3-4 hours.
Bro, I don't doubt you for nothing, brother.
Bro, I'm telling you, you give me some shit that shows some rush angles and shit, man, please. I'd have showed you exactly how we could have
graph, man. That was all right.
Yeah, man, because I was thinking about like the best way to explain it, not to us because we kind of know it, but for like the layman that may be coming in to check us out to see what we're talking about, and they may not know, difference between an amoeba defense, a 3-4 defense, a 4-3 defense, a 43, or they may not understand what we're talking about. So I wanted to at least give them the option to look at 2 base defenses that most defenses run in the NFL, and how one could best benefit us now because of the personnel, not because of the lack of talent. Well, yes, because of the lack of talent. We don't have the same talent that we did just 2 weeks ago. Them guys is hurt. They gone. And so you don't have the same talent to run that defense. So you now have to switch it up, go to the and 4-3 ain't basic. I don't know what the hell people think a 4-3 defense is a basic ass defense. And that's the defense we won the 2000 Super Bowl with. That was the defense that we were switching in and out of when we won the 2012 defense. 4-3 defense is a tried and true proven defense. So, and that's all we got right now. We ain't got nobody else. Everybody else is hurt, off the damn team, or denied playing with us, because we did have another linebacker that we asked to come try out for the Ravens, and he denied us. So everybody think they writing us off, man. They're writing us off. So it's your job now, Ravens, to let everybody know that they're making a damn mistake by writing off this team. And please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the content because it helps the channel to grow. And please make sure you hit that bell icon each and every time I upload a video. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing a whole lot of different segments over on the Grizzly. I was talking to Base about it. We're probably going to do, at least while the Ravens are playing, we're probably going to do a little bit of a Raven talk every week. And then we'll hop into other stuff as well, just to kind of shake things up a little bit, because we don't really give an opportunity to talk about all the things that we like. You know what I mean? So I'm a fragrance person. I love, talking about, different events, world events and things of that nature. But I also am a rabid. I mean, I got a fucking coach's shirt on, guys. You think I'm not a football fan? This is
I got one upstairs.
So apparently I likes the Ravens, So yeah, we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. And please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, like I said. And if you like what we had to say, we love you. We appreciate you. Please keep sharing out the content. Please share this out with Ravens fans and not some just fly-by-night folk people that's going to come in, because they probably not going to get what the hell we talking about. Let the flock know we here. We're going to start talking about these boys. And if you don't like what we had to say, you got a problem with what we had to say, you must be a Pittsburgh fan, and you can just not come back in. Have a good night.
Sophisticated grizzly, mostly passion, caution, dedication, caution, fragrance. Summer leader, worshipper, deal is Teddy, it's time. Worshipper, deal is Teddy, Grizzly, sex appealed, caution, passion, caution, dedication.